Hello from Southern Ontario, Canada, September 6th today. So, I have some dubious issues with this trial of Tamara Litch and Chris Barber. In part, the prosecuting Crown has 10 days, the defense has 6. I mentioned this in a previous video. Why and how do they justify defining that? You're supposed to have point, rebuttal, counter, rebuttal. You know, if the judge goes, okay, you guys stop arguing about that, you've both made your points, let's move on. But since when do they define you get this much time and you get that much time? I don't know. I'm not a legal beagle. Jane Schnarf thinks the defense is taking the wrong approach, that it should be a jury trial. And I forget, I didn't go look it up, fact check myself. The defense is using either the Charter of Rights and Freedoms or the Bill of Rights, and Jane thinks it should be the other way around. Well, I have a grade 9 education, I don't know anything about the law, so I'm not going to pass judgment on that. But it kind of reminds me of the inquiry into the Emergencies Act, where we listened to days upon days of citizens whining about phantom horn honking, and they felt threatened and they were uncomfortable and their lifestyle was disrupted. They had to walk an extra block to get a cup of coffee and whatever. Well, it was Trudeau and his government was supposed to be on trial, not listening to somebody whine about phantom horn honking. And apparently we have the same thing here. They've called 22 witnesses, and a bunch of them are going to be like local shopkeepers. Well, whether they sold more or less coffees during those 3 weeks has nothing to do, in my mind, my humble opinion, as to whether Chris and Tamara did or did not violate this law or that law. What's a guy selling coffee, or maybe at a hot dog vending cart, or maybe sold newspapers and pencils? Like, somebody's opinion on something that has nothing to do with criminal charges, and they're going to clog the time clock, run out the time clock on it, as they did in the Emergencies Act investigation inquiry. Yeah, Uncle Paul Rouleau, almost uncle of Justin Trudeau. I don't know. I'm afraid the same thing's going to happen here. And then, when it's all over anyways, the judgment won't come down for like 6 months minimum, probably. Does anybody question that? The guy needs 6 months? The judge? Well, which isn't a guy. But anyways, I don't know. I don't have a good feeling about this. I really don't. And I think it's, well, I'll leave the video here. I'll come back on that subject matter. Just my ramble and my thoughts. Take care.